February 22nd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. We've been locked in.
So, this is the lot where it all happened, right?
So this is where the lot of it happened.
Yeah.
Looks like they're still investigating.
Funny, this is actually my first visit to the prosecutor's office.
Hey everybody, keep up the good work!
Hey, what are you thinking?
Well, they are going to be my co-workers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello.
Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes, right?
What have we been doing all this game, then?
I'm trying not to stand out too much here, you see?
Hey there!
This might actually be the character I think it is. Yeah, here it is! You expecting to go around unnoticed there, partner?
Partner? Oh, it's a yank!
What do we have here? Looks like Bambina got lost on the ranch and is up. Got loose from the ranch and is up to no good.
I can grab my glasses if you need to see.
Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner.
Mr. Marshall, what are you doing here? We fired you years ago for gross incompetence and being gross.
Marshall, he looks more like a sheriff to me.
So, Marshall.
Looky here, Bambina. I know how well you feel. This is my gang's gold strike, see?
Strike?
As you can see, I'm violently American.
But not American in anything but looks and stereotypical speaking.
I love his theme, by the way.
It is nice.
This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner.
Somebody's poisoned the watering hole.
You know what dreams the cacti on the desert dream? You want to? What's the guy
Giant
talking
mushroom
about?
clouds? Oh, he's drinking on the scene.
You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina.
So she can go and I can stay.
Was that, hombre your friend of yours?
Kinda, sorta, yeah. He is a detective. He might be dating my sister, but probably not because my sister has higher standards than that.
Yeah, she likes people like gumshoes. Why? What's wrong?
Lana likes gumshoes?
No, I'm saying is like, no, she has higher standards. Like gumshoes. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Okay, first off, let's check out this book.
This wallet, you mean?
Yeah, wallet. Excuse me, officer?
Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright?
What am I doing? I just found a wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police.
I don't believe it. This is the first time. And this is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. So we should immediately turn it over to the police. Let's be scientific about this, please. Let's steal. Just put it in your pocket.
How's that scientific? It sounds like theft.
It's a second Maya who just believes in borrowing evidence when no one's looking.
I read that as affordable. It was like affordable wallet.
I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you a trick to examining evidence in detail, okay?
The way her eyes are sparkling, I could tell she's been waiting for this.
Get prepared for 3D mechanics. Okay, now look at the court record. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now let's start examining from every angle. You know, this thing that you couldn't do because of graphical limitations. There might be a clue here. It's called a latch to open up the wallet. You should check it with the press of the A button. Where's my A button? So, this is an ID card. I like how they blur it out so they don't have to put an actual letter.
actual numbers, but you can tell it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know. Sergeant Bruce Goodman.
5, 8, 4,
Oh.
2, 1, 8, 9.
I guess they did put in numbers. Well,
Why'd
there
they
you go.
blur it out?
But they made the words police department like super enhanced.
See? Well, it's scientific investigation. Isn't scientific investigation useful?
Also, it just
By looking at the evidence for once and being able to determine what it is?
I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with this.
Use your eye holes.
Goodman's ID.
I don't get why his... So was he attacked at the ATM or whatever that thing is? Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find and turn none of it over to the police stealing evidence and committing a crime.
I guess I have to be on my toes from now on.
Huh.
Yeah. So this, yeah.
So this is what the back of the badge looks like.
So many people don't do this. I've seen several people play through this game and never actually look at this.
And I always thought it had a safety pin.
Each badge has a number carved into it.
So you could...
By the way, you could tell which attorney it belongs to.
You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anybody?
No, I'd be found out right away.
Well, that's no fun. But it does help establish that if your badge is ever stolen, you can report it.
Yeah, so just to remind you how small this is, it's basically a lapel pin, so it's like only about like that small.
Mm-hmm.
But like you start looking at this and you go, yeah, this is effectively basically his license to be a prosecutor. And if anybody asks, like, can I see your credentials, he would have to remove it and show the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
Whee! Okay. On the bright side, we got rid of the wallet.
We just tossed it to the side.
Name and ID number, Sergeant Bruce Goodman, that's the number.
I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs.
What else would they use?
Letters, silly. They're the reason we have a written language in the first place.
True.
Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID, YAB, AD.
Yabba dab.
Yabba dabba dee ba doo.
See?
See, wouldn't that be better?
Yabba dab. Well, I guess it does have a ring to it.
Exactly my point.
It doesn't take much to amuse her, does it? What? Oh, I read that as fake department. See, F-A-K-E, fake department. I do like how they modeled even that aspect. Okay.
Look, a door. This must mean something.
I'm not sure the doors mean anything.
No, it won't open. A mysterious lock.
I failed to see what's mysterious about it.
Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more.
Let's finish the
Phoenix
investigation
only
first, shall we?
seems to draw around him thieves in training.
Fine, you want to have fun? Fine, here we go.
A ladder.
That's actually a step ladder.
What's the difference? In scientific terms, please.
Scientific, huh?
Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright.
Seems to go horribly. This seems so horribly familiar somehow. Yeah, just remember the difference between a ladder and a step ladder is a step ladder has an A-frame that can stand up on its own, and a regular ladder has to be propped up in something. This is something that the writer of the series wanted to hammer home so much it's in every case.
Well, does he have an appreciation for step ladders
No.
then? Are they like a fixation for him or something?
I think it was a discrepancy between him and the artist, I think, where he's like, it's like, can you put in a ladder? And they put up a step ladder. It's like, no, that's not it's not. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, that's not what I asked. And I was like, but that's a ladder. I was like, no, it's not. Like,
a phone. Let's see if it works. Yep,
Touch
it
stuff we
works.
don't need to be touching.
Especially without gloves. I can't hear anything. My ears, no, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure.
What's she babbling about?
I don't see how that's physically possible.
Basically what she's saying is that her ears popped and now she can't hear anything.
Hey, what did you just say?
See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken.
That seems like a point to call out, though. This is where the cars leave the lot.
Yeah, the arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance.
What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit.
Everything's an exit, I guess. Maybe it's dual purpose.
Ha! The theory of relativity.
What
Not
are you
real-
talking about?
You're insane. It's clear that you wanted to be a physicist but didn't have the grades for it and became a forensic investigator instead. I've got to write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know was Mr. Relativity German or was he British?
German. Are you sure that was his name? Mr. Relativity, are you sure that's his name?
Because it wasn't. This wall is in our way. We have to move it. It's got a faucet
Yeah,
for
it's
water.
got a faucet for water on it.
Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. She's insane. This is no wall, but a water tank.
I fail to see how this makes a difference either way. I love how we got rid of one person who's obsessed with food and we placed it with a person who's obsessed with saying things that make no sense.
And then we'll have someone who's obsessed with pulling literal rabbits out of a pair of trunks.
An oil drum. Looks like they're filled with water.
It's heavy. I can't even budge it.
Oil drum over there is on its side.
Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout.
I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested.
What? I'm not suspicious.
Slide a little bit over. Oh, hey, there's the car. Let's...
It's no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. Let's go cluing for Lux. I wonder what this is.
Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of coming home quietly. Oh, the sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along unless you're fixing to bite the bullet.
Are you threatening to shoot me?
Scary.
Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Why is he drinking on the job?
Well, that little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her, saddle, eh?
Please.
No problem, partner. About time for
Vittles.
for vittles anyway.
What is he even saying?
No, he's a Westaboo. That's the joke. Is that he is basically saying going, man, I love Western culture. He's like, look at him. He's sitting over there. He's wearing like a cowboy getup that like looks vaguely
That's not really
that looks
cowboy
vaguely
at
like
all.
Native American. And then under it, you see he's actually wearing like a union uniform
So
from the
it's
Civil
three
War.
things that definitely shouldn't be stacked together all at once.
I'm just like looking at this like, what the heck are you?
Is this what is this what the Japanese think when they see people in cosplay here in the States?
Yes.
Man.
Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prosecutor's office. Oh, wait, 1 second. Sorry about that. I had to take a phone call. So I have to just remember, like, 1 second. Yeah. I'm gonna just type this in right here. Well, yeah, okay. So, whatever the heck he said. Prosecutor's office. Where's the guy think he is? And when, for that matter.
Note to self, look up Vittles Saloon Cerveza.
I know, it's like so annoying.
It wasn't bad enough that he had to butcher English so thoroughly, he went to Spanish next.
Yeah, he's a Spanish Union soldier from the Wild West who is wearing Native American garb.
No, not really Native American garb. Native American garb that you would buy at like tourist shop.
Yeah,
in, like
tour
airport.
shop stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, it's like there is so much about you that's just confusing. And maybe we should check out room 1202, High Prosecutor's Office. Okay.
Please tell me it's Miles.
In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around all you like, but just keep your paws off your claim. Right, great.
Why don't they just request the information after it's done being processed? Instead of stealing it like we always do.
It's almost like they're like, no, you can't steal evidence now.
Now that it has been legally processed and the attorney should legally have access to it, you can't have it. Great, maybe there are some clues around here, but here, Mr. Wright, let's check it out.
Are you two all set?
Us?
Oh,
$5 said she's the killer.
she's got... Oh, look, she's got jelly donuts on her hat. What? Could she be?
You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene.
Hello, half and half, was it?
Oh, thanks.
And you, sir? Yeah? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business, I guess. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance. Especially passers-by. Are you one of the officers?
No, but you don't look exactly like the type to have clearance.
Well, that's hardly the way to greet someone. Even in my days, the cough-up queen are over. Cough? What?
You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch.
I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, and you might say, yes, all the sword's secrets.
Are you the witness?
Yes, she's the witness.
She's the murderer.
Oh, dear me, you're a slow one, aren't you?
Yeah, she's the killer.
I'm referring to the murder of the stabbing of that detective.
It was me.
Also, I like the hot dog squid that's on her choker.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just say that's actually kind of cute? Look at that.
Uh-huh.
Eh? Oh yeah, witness.
You mean you're the witness? You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about?
Please. Oh, please, cough up queen. Tell us what happened. My name is Angel Star. Don't you be forgetting it. Oh, before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels.
I'm a taken man, I'll have you know. My only friend is justice.
Phoenix Wright, perfect example of a beta male. Basically says, yes, ma'am. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was the day of destiny. I knew something was gonna happen. And just like I know on the daily special on Friday, every week is salmon. Destiny was was yesterday some special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil one who haunt this den of iniquity.
The devil? Evil ones? You mean Voldemort?
Prosecutors, they have no qualms about blackening the names of innocents. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of them all. They gave an award for the king of prosecutors. What a farce.
Was it Karma? So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutor's convention yesterday?
I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul.
Are you saying you tried to poison my sister yesterday? Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil?
Young miss, mock me at your own risk.
I don't believe in demons.
You'll soon find out why they called me the cough-up queen.
This is... Ew!
Yeah. The most heinous of the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday, was in his car when they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Basically,
Really?
she's an incredibly extra cafeteria maid, and that's like the best part about her. I love Angel. She's great.
Mm-hmm.
Really? I'm totally confused here. Okay, one thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors.
Just stay away from Miles and everything will be alright. Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? Without you threatening to poison us?
I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the
where-
box lunches are a hit here.
So,
In America.
so, does she mean New York or does she mean somewhere else?
Well, if you keep going east, you'll eventually reach your backyard. So,
Well, why not make the lunches here rather than import them?
did you say something?
Yeah, why not make the lunches here rather than import them?
The only true connoisseurs can understand.
You're outrageously
Can you, the kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Sal's Trilobites lunch set.
Never mind, you win. I'm
What,
gonna vomit in that trash
I thought you
can over
liked full fish. Don't you eat fish heads?
there. I do, but I've never had a trilobite. I wasn't
Trilobites
aware
are
they
dead.
did exist.
Trilobites died out.
They did. How'd she get a trilobite?
It's
did
probably
she-
just discount like a horseshoe crab.
That's even worse.
I don't even want to appreciate the part of a trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office.
Check that. Does your boyfriend also have cause to kill someone and would be the way that you could heave a body much larger than you into the back of someone's car you clearly don't like?
She then
Who's
starts
your
laughing.
boyfriend?
She then starts laughing, uproariously, to even insinuate that.
That I need help to move a body. I'm jacked all on my own.
See the security room over there? You mean the glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance.
So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you're sleeping with your boyfriend in the security officer's booth.
Ah, well, useful analysis. Yeah. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star? Oh, it was a fascinating spectacle to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end.
Well, if it was in anger, why not stab him multiple times? Because that's what people who are filled with rage that suddenly and violently kill someone stab someone more than once.
It was truly a sight to see.
You mean you saw the very moment of the crime?
The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears.
You get some sick perverse pleasure out of killing someone, don't you?
And the rhythmic beats of Lana Sky's knife. Wait a second, you actually know her?
I framed her!
Of course, it is quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor.
I don't want...
How many lunch boxes of sin did she pack? Did she pack to make that journey, I wonder?
She always travels light.
Now, why would the pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name?
Go
Yeah,
with
I
the
almost said
origi-
petty. I almost said petty.
That's good.
Close.
That fits more. Well, she's not actually that real.
So, did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor? I sense some hostility.
Almost like you blame her for something in your past that you were trying not to uncover because it makes you guilty by association.
Hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell.
Miles smells wonderful, I'll have you know. Just keep digging that pit for himself.
I actually smelt it. Kinda like 10-day-old clams in the chowder.
So, fermented fish, then.
Fermented seafood. Yeah. I wonder if Miss Starr was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past.
That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough-up queen.
Huh, I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure.
She's probably an assassin.
Hey, what do you think about this card that I found lying on the ground? You're not gonna take
Why
it,
are you showing people evidence? Don't tell me it's gonna get taken, or else I'm leaving this room right now.
So about this card. Lunch lady vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card, it's actually an ID, it belongs to the detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady. Why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. I always feel like I'm being mocked.
Because you keep showing people evidence they don't need to be seeing.
Can you take my badge as well? Oh, a defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland Pickle's Supreme Lunchbox?
Wow, it's really crunchy.
A box of pickles? Kind of a salad lunch if you ask me.
It's pickles and rice.
I will just say this right now. Every single time that she has pulled out a box, it has been a different image. So far. This entire time, they've all been different images. You really have to appreciate how above and beyond they went with the amount of sprites that she has. It's almost like the artist really liked drawing her or something.
Or at least the food.
Right, we still have to go to the High Prosecutor's office, which we will do next time. See you guys then.
See you guys, bye.
Bye.